The misconception of Stoics and happiness. People think that Stoics are emotionless and boring, that they just push everything down, and that they're not happy. This couldn't be further from the truth. Marcus Aurelius, a famous and respected Stoic philosopher, once said something very deep about happiness that goes against common ideas of pleasure and approval from others. He shared his wisdom in the important book, Meditations, which has since been read by many people who want to learn more about life's challenges and find true happiness. We'll delve into the Stoic philosophy and its methods for cultivating enduring happiness in this in-depth video. The search for happiness and Stoicism. Stoicism is an old Greek philosophy that says the best way to live a happy and tranquil life is to build inner virtue, rationality, and wisdom. One of its main ideas, beautifully put by Marcus Aurelius, is that the only way to be truly happy is to match your well-being with your own deeds, not with the thoughts and actions of others. He said it simply: ambition means linking your health and happiness to what other people say and do. Sanity is linking it to what you did. To understand what Stoicism means by happiness, it's important to know that happiness doesn't mean being overly excited or always looking for short-lived joys. Stoicism, on the other hand, aims to get rid of negative feelings that can get in the way of true happiness and inner tranquility, such as envy, fear, avarice, and ambition. Yet another great philosopher, Aristotle, talked about happiness as eudaimonia, or human flourishing. This view is very similar to Stoicism. The goal of both beliefs is to help people live a full life, but Stoicism focuses on ways to be happy that come from having self-control and inner peace, getting good at controlling things. Stoicism's main tenet is that our worry about things outside of our control is the main cause of our sadness. That is, it comes from our constant worries, fears, and dreams about what is happening in the outside world. Epicurus put the Stoic philosophy into words that help us divide our lives into two groups: those things we can control and those we can't. Epicurus says that the only way to be happy is to stop thinking about things outside of our power. Think of life as a huge random motion of things that happen. If we only think about the things we can control, we create a safe harbor inside ourselves, where the rough waves of outside forces can't affect our happiness. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not events." This strong statement sums up the Stoic view. Realizing this gives people the power to control their own thoughts, actions, and feelings, no matter what is going on around them. It shows us that we have everything we need to be happy, why being thankful and content is important. Voltaire said, "The most important choice you make every day is to be in a good mood." This quote supports the Stoic idea that we have control over our mood and mental health. Making a mindful choice to keep an upbeat attitude increases our ability to be happy. This is very different from people who depend on outside factors for their happiness and hope that everything works out just right. It was Marcus Aurelius who said, "Very little is needed for the happy life. Being content with what we already have is important." In a world full of greed and the constant search for more, the wise Seneca says, "Poverty is not being poor, poverty is wanting more." Basically, our never-ending wants and frequent comparisons with others are what make us feel poor. No matter how much money we have, we can find happiness without amassing a lot of money by cultivating contentment and gratitude for what we already have, getting rid of the need for outside approval to be happy. Another important Stoic lesson is that looking for approval from other people is a dangerous way to find happiness. Marcus Aurelius strongly warns us not to depend on other people's thoughts and deeds for our own happiness, since we have no control over them. To be truly happy, the Stoic way requires creating an inner guide that points to what success and satisfaction mean to you. Our beliefs and principles form this inner compass, which is the real way to find happiness. When choosing our own way to success and happiness, We let outside factors decide our happiness and sense of self-worth. We give up control over these important parts of our lives. Stoicism gives us the power to choose our own way to success and happiness by saying that our happiness is connected to what we do, seeing problems as chances to grow and improve. Stoicism is based on the idea that bad things will happen in life and can't be avoided. There are a lot of unknowns in the future, and problems are sure to come up. The Stoics were very aware of this fact and thought that the only way to deal with it well was to be well prepared and to have inner strength. Adversity is seen as a chance for growth and self-improvement in the Stoic view, not something to fear. A wise man named Marcus Aurelius once said, "The fruit of this life is good character and acts for the common good." The Stoic philosophy says that a person's character and the good things they can do in the world are linked to their true happiness. While Stoicism is a philosophy that encourages people to focus on themselves, it also encourages them to help others and improve their own lives. The power of making things simpler is a big part of the Stoic way of finding happiness. Marcus Aurelius tells us to think about how important our goals and interests really are in a world full of distractions and pointless obligations. The Stoics say that the unnecessary should be thrown out. By getting rid of unnecessary things and focusing on what's important, we not only make our lives easier, but we also improve our performance in the things that really count. Lessons from the outbreak. The outbreak was a powerful lesson in how important it is to keep things simple. When the world stopped in March 2020 and life moved more slowly, many people had time to think about what was most important to them. The simple things in life brought them comfort. They enjoyed spending time with loved ones, noticing the beauty of their surroundings, and being grateful for the little things they had taken for granted before. This return to the most important things in life supported the Stoic principle that very little is needed for a happy life. The Stoic way of improving yourself. Last but not least, Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it is also a way of improving yourself. People are encouraged to keep pushing themselves emotionally, mentally, and physically. Some people, called Stoics, get ready for the bad things that will happen in life by embracing tough situations. In Stoicism, trouble is seen as a chance to show honor and greatness. It gives people a chance to show themselves, even if it's just to themselves. From a Stoic point of view, the person who has never been through hard times is the most sad. Individuals cannot show their resilience and growth without facing difficulties and hurdles. Stoicism is a deep and timeless philosophy for finding lasting happiness. We can follow in the footsteps of the Stoic sages and find tranquility and satisfaction within ourselves by focusing on what is within our control, simplifying our lives, cultivating gratitude and happiness, and embracing hardship as an opportunity for growth. Stoicism tells us that real happiness doesn't depend on outside situations but on a path based on mastering oneself, finding inner peace and striving to be good.